Greetings, dear lighted ones. This is Joanna from Universal Love Light, Heavenly Radiance, and the Sacred Corner. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we are just a few days away from the new moon in Taurus. It's my birthday week, so I got myself some beautiful roses and flowers to celebrate who I am as an eternal unfolding flower with Source Creator as Source. And we wanted to bring some musings. We wrote an article this morning on our blog site that Mario was so very grateful to put into videos for us and share with everyone. So we're grateful for Mario. Thank you, Mario. And you can find those on YouTube, Mario Gattalatino. Sorry, Mario, if I got your name wrong. And so look up his YouTube. He's got amazing channels and beautiful light workers on there that share their insights and their wisdom. So please send him love and give him lots of love. He's amazing. He does so much for his offering and sharing light. But today, because it's my birthday week and it's my promise to myself to soak deeply within, soften within self-appreciation and celebration and exaltation, and to move into those moments of love self, of that all that we are as source. We all know that new moons allow us to ignite new beginnings and new fresh perspectives, new adventures, new journeys of who we are as infinite universal beings of omnipresence that can have the potential to call in anything that we so desire, because we're all on different journeys, we're all in different vibrational trajectories, we're all here for varying reasons, an infinite number of reasons, but to know that it is our oneness that calls us into our most expansive growth and expansive oneness. And that can be hard sometimes, as we're talking about. And the article we wrote this morning was stepping into the unknown and honoring the mystery and the majesty that is the unknown, that is source. I was shown many years ago when I started offering the many wisdoms of the heavens that were constantly offered through our harmonization, these new levels of vibrational unknowing and adventures. And it's been known as the majesties of the heavens, meaning that when you traverse that healing, when you traverse those aspects of you, to truly know and honor and love all that you are, that authentic vibration of who you are as love, it requires that we traverse many aspects of who we are in the most challenging, dark, and egoic shadow energy, inner child work that we must traverse to feel that, to know that, to express that. That's the healing that we do. That's the multidimensional ride that each and every person is on and will be on. So to get to that authentic expression and knowing and honoring of yourself, it takes that we traverse and we go within and we seek who we are and we find who we are over and over and over again. And it's an eternal journey of unknowingness, because the more that we create that soft and elegant time with Source Creator, with who we are as a soul, those energies that are ready to come up and be released will be brought forward. And so what we wanted to offer today is honoring the process of healing and how it is your portal to that majesty and the mystery that is you. Because to get to the true vibration and the core vibration of who you are as love, we must traverse and allow all that is ready to come up and to be resolved and to be healed and loved and made whole, giving it its honor, giving it why it's within you and why the journeys that you've taken and how profound you are in that journey. And to allow yourself, which is a big one. This next part is a big one for those of us that have come as light workers, for those of us that have experienced not only this time, but many lifetimes of persecution, abuse, subjugation in whatever way. We're here to clear it. Whether the different dysfunctions that we've all grown up within, whether it's alcoholic, families, energies, addictions, we've traversed so much. But what those types of dysfunction create as an imbalanced behavior is codependency and people pleasing and honoring all others before yourself. And so it's a complete flip of that self-honor and allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to be loved, allowing yourself to give yourself permission to traverse a complete, independent, soulful journey of inner self-care and inner love that to many might seem quite indifferent to what we've been brought up to understand and believe. But it is the only way that we truly allow ourselves to explore that authentic essence of who we are as love. Because we have to see where we have held others' needs before our own, where we have held others' opinions before our own, and kind of squashed our own light to fit in, or our own needs to fit in, because everybody else's needs were more important than yours. And those usually come from environments of less than and lack, dysfunction, especially as light workers. Um, for me, I felt, as a child, always having, because of being an empath and as a light worker, having to fix and fix everything for people, and fix the energy of the house, and bring people up and inspire people constantly, 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 at the need and the detriment to my own light. So the article that we wrote this past weekend about understanding sovereignty and how and when to draw the line, how and when to create those boundaries, how and when to release those energies that no longer are offering you in that equal light and vibration of giving and receiving, that reciprocation. And it will be different for every person, because every person is here to heal at different levels. The more deep our wounds go, the greater traumas that we create over the many lifetimes of 3D to 5D will be those deepened energies that we must bring forward and heal. And they come forward to us in full moons and new moons, these cycles that allow us to say, what new beginning am I allowing myself to step into? What can I allow myself permission in following and honoring? How is the unknown exciting to me now, knowing that I know I have the tools and the skills and the strength to know that I can heal my deepest wound with the heavens as I call them in, with my healing teams as I call them in, and honoring that greater balance that I have within my body to balance myself, that homeostasis that's constant, ever evolving up the upward and outward spiral of who we are as ever-changing beings of source. Just as the flowers unfurl, when that light hits that flower, it unfurls and blooms. And that's what we are allowing ourselves to do, giving ourselves permission to shine our own light upon ourselves. My teams told me this morning that the light that we each are is profound and it touches all things. But how we are able to seek it and find it within and allow it to come forward, give it permission to come forward and shine regardless. That is your authentic truth, your authentic vibration of source. That, what I was shown years ago, your love vibration, your core vibration is like a song within creation, and it is like no other song. Your vibration and your code and your song that you sing to creation and how you freely express yourself as source is unlike no other. And why it's so important to our healing to bring forward those wounds daily, on a daily basis. It might not be a major wound that you're healing, but daily, at least you're clearing out the density from the day before, or the density that's here to be acknowledged and released, because we're constantly changing our belief systems. We're constantly changing what our value system is and what is important to us, our priorities. And that means that we have to let go of what was. We have to let go of what we're no longer willing to partake in. And in that, it allows us to give ourselves our own permission to step into that unknown and say, I can do this now. I'm shining my own light. The heavens are supporting me. The universe is supporting. They're converging with me. And I'm just going to allow myself to flow forward in this loving grace of who I am. And that's when we get to experience in those soft and beautiful moments, of who we are as source creator. What is my core vibration of love? I want to feel that. And we have to keep deepening and softening and calling that consciousness in, especially if you're not used to that inner soulful work. And sometimes I have to really remind myself and slow down, because that core vibration deepens and becomes more rich every time you clear and release. And every time that you express yourself freely, co-create freely, it becomes more rich and deep. And so it's about calling it even deeper within all that you are as a soul, because that soul is expanding as you are forgiving and releasing and letting go. And what I wanted to show everybody is part of finding that authentic vibration, your essence of who you are as source. We must clear and we must allow ourselves permission to feel that authentic vibration of love, to feel that vibration of light that we are with source. We must release all the notions and the beliefs of society, of the norms, of the beliefs we've been brought up in that are not ours. We've really absorbed a lot through our many years and our many eons that we're each saying that doesn't fit with me anymore. If you're, I don't know why I'm eating meat. Everybody else eats meat in my family, but I don't even really like it. That doesn't fit with me anymore. So what And that takes constant, like we said, moment for moment harmonization. What is okay for me now? What is my appropriateness? What is my values? And what are my honorings and urgings and desires? How can I honor my soul and my source light in all moments so that I can shine more brightly? And it's a constant harmonization. It never ends. It's the eternal, unknowing journey of you with source's love, because love is eternal and infinite. And that's how we explore who we are, is through love. And it becomes ever more authentic and rich. But it requires that we forgive and we release and let go. And that's really, really hard, especially if you have many traumas and wounds about abuse, where that further cements that lack of self-worth. It further cements that people-pleasing energy. It further cements those multidimensional energies that we must heal. The body, valuing the body through various stages of abuse, because it is a multidimensional healing perspective. The value that we hold within our body is the value that we hold within our core self and our truth, and honoring who we are as spirit. And it's a constant journey, because we heal one wound and it opens and deepens us and enriches us, and then it will allow us that greater tool, that greater expansiveness to heal the next that's coming forward. Or if you've cleared your 51%, if you will, then you're opening that gateway to be unconditional and loving and compassionate for all others that you'll hear to assist and help. And this is why when we talked about, honoring your sovereignty, knowing when to release and set boundaries, when to let go of relationships that are no longer serving or compromising your light, or allowing you to stand more strongly in your light, set those intentions and those boundaries to return to light as often as you can remember. I'm returning to light, I'm returning to light, and be that calm of the storm that you see rustling around you for those that are uncertain and not knowing what's going on. And knowing that to live in that unconditional capacity of love and forgiveness, it requires practice, and it requires you letting go of your own pain first. Requires you forgiving yourself first. And then that opens up that rich, deep vessel that's infinite. Really, the vessel of love that you are is infinite. And you have that capability to allow source to come and live through you, that's uninhibited and unabandoned in its power to heal. But to do that, we must unconditionally trust the unknown. I'm going to totally open myself up and be vulnerable to love. I want to love unconditionally. I want to be unconditionally loved. And I want to know how it feels like. And that's letting go of all of the baggage and all of the blocks and the blockades we've set against ourselves because of the pains and abuses. And just to allow it to flow and trust. And that takes practice, moment for moment practice. I am an open vessel of source. I am safe. I am loved. And I am the mystery. I am the honor of light. And I have the skills and tools and abilities to allow whatever to happen. And I know how to handle it. I know how to move through it with grace. I know how to move through it with unconditional love and forgiveness. And that's how we allow ourselves to move and walk as the heavens. We're becoming heaven upon earth. We have those gifts and tools within us. But these are things, obviously, that we've never been taught, because it's always been very patterned and egoic. But as we're standing and we're allowing ourselves, and these are other beings in your family circle, or these beings that you work with, or whatever it might be, it doesn't matter. But your energy of your core heart moves in an infinity to all those in your environment. So whatever core vibration that you resonate at, whether it's allowing and honoring of your full light with no boundaries, unconditional means unconditional. That unconditional light is offered to them regardless of where they're on their path. That opens them up to seeking their own inner divine light and their own inner divine blueprint with Gaia, blueprint with their collective, blueprint with Source Creator, to open it up and heal, seek within, find within, and expand within their own light. But it creates this beautiful flow of energy of unconditionality. This unconditionality is obviously aligned through forgiveness and love, because if we're not forgiving ourselves or others, what this person say had spent many years in combative energies, or blaming energies, or energies that have caused pain, whether it be a parent from childhood or one from school that you remember, because many of these energies come back as traumas that we remember through dreams or through meditations to be healed. So whatever these energies are that are to be healed, and if you're carrying that and not clearing it and calling it up to say, I'm worthy to carry my light, I'm worthy to share my light and express it, and I'm not going to take on that absorption of not being accepted. I can let that go now. Your forgiveness in this now moment to choose, I choose to forgive and let this go. I'm rewriting my past. So if this pain had occurred, say in grade 3, you're rewriting that past to say, I walked in my light and I owned it. And then you rewrite that story right then and there. I rewrite the story that whatever pain took place, wow, whatever it be in childhood, whatever it might be yesterday. It doesn't matter. Again, the stories don't matter. What matters is you're connecting with the ability and your power to rewrite through your forgiveness, to rewrite through your love and compassion that they only knew and they only reacted and acted within their level of awareness. And they're so honored and graced by the role that they're playing for you that you can release and let go. And I've often had these conversations, in my own healing. Thank you so much for the roles that you've played for me. You know, honoring and flipping it to be not victimized, because that's working through again those healings. Because many of us can get caught in victimization, and it only cycles greater victimization, and you're calling those energies back in to be victimized. you know, and so this is why that daily healing and that daily clearing, to allow yourself, what is my authentic resonance of love today? I want to feel that deep unconditional love of source. What's ready to come up and be healed? Really connect with yourself. Like, I just hold myself and I hug myself. I am presence in my sacral and my root. And I just call in and I love. And I say, as I visualize the white light of source creator, the elementals and all that is blessing me with their light. And I feel that chakra energy coming up from the earth, healing me with the elemental energies. And I visualize this beautiful infinity that's going up and down my body, so that I can feel that healing frequency, and allow myself to be healed from the inhale and the exhale, the inhale and the exhale, the inhale and the exhale. And I'm realigning to my true source essence of authentic loving vibration. Because again, it will change every moment. Every moment your vibration changes, because you're healing and clearing things for the collective. Like this morning, I was doing a clearing and transmuting of the energies from our collective, because I can feel when the energies, if you're tuning in on a daily basis and doing your own clearing, you can feel, well, that doesn't really feel like my energy. A bit of it is mine because I see it playing out in my everyday life, but there's a lot there that I felt, and it felt blaming and angry. The energies of looking for someone to blame about any of the unfoldings that our reality has gone through, because this is what the awakening process does. There's so many that are awakening in our mass collective right now, and they're waking up to say, well, why do I feel like I've been so unfairly treated? They're waking up to the subtle energies that perhaps what I was told is not true. Who do I blame? Because that's the egoic patterning that we've all grown up in. So we each have to play a part of, what is it that's mine, and how can I clear and heal it? I can rewrite my past to say, wow, I was a beautiful child that was able to talk to spirit and the energies and the elementals, and I was a profound energy. This is my new past. This is my new record. This is my new now moment. Now rewrites it all. Your compassion now, your forgiveness now, your understanding now, your love of self now, your honoring now, your allowing yourself to be healed now, fixes all and rewrites the past, if you so choose. You can choose in that moment. I choose to rewrite my past. And that allows you to create that new trajectory. Again, that now moment that you center within, that new 5D loop, 5D loop, 5D loop. And then you get to also transmute what's going on in the collective. And so that's how I transmuted. From my center, I call Source, Mother, Father, the archangels, and I intend love to transmute, and the violet flame of transmutation, the elemental collective, Source Creator, any of the highest healing angels to assist in transmuting any energies that are coming up from Gaia to be released from the collective, any energies that are coming up from the crystalline energies to be transmuted. And I visualize the white light and the violet flame transmuting, the golden light, silver light transmuting with the Holy Lord Michael, transmuting the pain and the anger to release the anger and forgive, release the anger and forgive, release the anger and forgive. And then call in your own forgiveness. I forgive myself for feeling those blamings and those victimizations. I release it now. I just release it now. I'm free. I'm free of guilt. I'm free of shaming. I'm free of whatever I felt about my own body. And that's how those aspects of clearing and healing and being that master of transmutation of because alchemy is all about your intention and your focus and your awareness level to move and shift as love. That love is your alchemy. That love is your free will of choice. I choose now to let this go. I choose now to alchemize this into love, forgiveness, and acceptance. So when you release it and let it go, you're now accepting that new part of you. That was a part of what was. I acknowledge it. I accept it. I honor for all the lessons that it's taught me. And now I get to choose to rewrite it. So your acknowledgement, your accepting of it. allows you to take whatever has been learned and honored through the process. Remember, we're all playing all roles. So accepting and honoring it allows it its voice. That energy that needs to be healed, you're allowing it its voice. It wants to be heard. It wants to be brought in and loved. It wants to be honored and cherished. Those fragments and fractals of you, which you can see are, as we've showed on this, the many aspects of you that are within creation that are being brought forward to be healed, along with all the intelligence of you and the wisdom of you and the creativity of you. Any aspect of you in all forms and all levels of consciousness, you have access to it. It's you. But there's parts of your soul fragments that had many traumatic endings that you're calling in, as the sun is allowing us to heal and honor, that you're calling it in to love and heal and give it that voice. And those fragments are these aspects of you, if you will. That's part of that sacred geometry, those shards of you, as that dodecahedron has been and wounded in separation, wounded in the lack of, wounded in the disbelief of oneness, whatever it was, because everybody, again, every shard of our soul fragment will have different things that we're all healing. But it is always to reunify as one, the source, self-love. And so these fragments come back in and say, this is an aspect of you from another realm that say, I was persecuted and for sharing my voice, and now I'm healing this here. So I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to release all guilt. I'm going to release all victimization. I'm ready to live as the full aspect of me. And that's that constant process where as you do release and let it go, not only are you doing that for you, but again, you're releasing it for everyone that you're connected and linked with within the whole. Your whole collective, you're releasing it. You're allowing that part of that forgiveness to touch the hearts of all. And that's why they told me this morning that your light is so profound, it touches all things. So you forgive and allow through compassion and love and forgiveness. That light shines forward, just like you see now the whole universe is coming through to shine this light, to say that when you forgive yourself and all others, you're allowing that authentic vibration of you to reach all things and all beings. And it truly allows that flow of energy to become a higher vibratory offering and potential. And so in that, we wanted to further just honor that to live purely and authentically from a vibration that is truly you. It requires that we need to traverse all those aspects that feel uncomfortable, that feel wounded, that feel the victim, that feel taken advantage of, that feel abused. All of those aspects are for us, the shards of who we are, to be brought in and loved and healed, to be acknowledged and accepted, to be fully forgiven and loved, and with our greatest compassion. That's when you feel that pure, authentic essence and energy and vibration that is you. That vibration is your alchemic tool that grows and grows and grows and grows, and it's deepening and it's richening for your further transmutation. And why we grow in our light and we grow in our unconditional love and compassion. But there's nothing that we cannot love whole. And so that's the process of that transmutation. Love is your transmutational alchemy tool. The Christic toolkit that you have with you and within you to traverse what is required, those discomforts, those ails, those wounds, and bring it in and say, I will love you unconditionally because I'm one with Source. I'm ready. I'm ready to feel who I am. I'm ready to step into the unknown, and that unknown will always offer us, as we talked about earlier in many of our articles and our radio shows, is as we're traversing these new vibrational frequencies and platforms, that unknown will always offer you grander expose and adventures of who you are, greater wisdoms, greater alchemy, greater remembrances, greater fields of abundance, greater fields of play with soul tribe. So that's what the majesties of the many heavens means. It means that there are so many heavens vibrationally, and each is a free choice for us to traverse. As we're healing and as we're letting go, that love, that bellowing, eternal vessel that we are of love unconditionally, we don't need those hurdles and those blocks anymore, to fend off. We're an open vessel of love because you know that your love can transmute anything. You're transmuting your deepest wounds and those aspects of you that have held judgment about so many, that you have held judgments upon you from others. So to forgive it and let it go and allow those God energies to flow and transmute all that is, because it will. And call in the highest heavenly energies and transmute what you can no longer carry. Ask. See, I'm asking for this lesson and this blessing to be transmuted in the highest frequency. I've done what I can do. Please allow me to release and fully surrender so that I may see my highest truth as light, because your truth is light. Your truth is love. All else is an illusion. And so surrender what can be after you've acknowledged and accept that wound that wants your recognition. And that's how you grow as that eternal vessel of infinite light. That is the majesty of you. The majesty of you is equally comparable to the majesty that you experience, that you allow to help others and heal, that you allow to create heavens upon earth, that you allow to imagine beyond 3D. And so it's a multi-dimensional, simultaneous, synchronistic oneness in moment of now, and you get to rewrite your past. So that powerful, empowering, you standing in that light. Yes, I can rewrite this past. This remembrance of whatever it might have been, abuse from a childhood memory or from another lifetime. I have persecutory memories from other lifetimes that are constantly with me, and I'm healing them moment for moment for moment for moment. Every time I come out to speak, I heal them. And so that's part of you that you're constantly accepting. I'm constantly accepting my light. I'm going to share my light just because it's joyful to share it. Because I want to share who I am as source. You know, it just makes me so happy. And they're healing that part of you that was never accepted. And so all of these self-honoring and self-appreciation and self-forgiveness allow you to continue the flow of source, and the energies never become stagnant. So part of your daily clearing that we wanted to just show you is that regardless of what energy it is that's coming up for you, especially as our collective moves through these traversing of mass awakenings, that you will feel it as your subtle bodies turn on, and you see those around you awakening at different speeds and rates and understandings, to offer all that you are unconditionally. In the process of understanding that every person will move through their awakening, and they will react sometimes, oftentimes in fear. They will react in misunderstandings. They may react in harsh judgment, and just know that their reactions are coming from their place of awareness. And so to offer unconditional love, and offer that ability to say, I'm offering you unconditional love and healing, but I choose to walk in this way now because it's more serving to my energy. But you don't have to feel compelled to continue to entangle and infuse with those energies, because that pulls your higher vibrational energy into higher vibrations of conflict, and that co-creates. We've talked about that in a few of our videos a while ago about infusion. When you infuse with energies that don't feel good, and knowing when to step back and say, okay, I'm pulling my energy back. I choose to move in this way now, and to redirect your energy into something that feels good. So in all moments, realign to light, realign to what feels good, and begin your co-creations with unconditional love, forgiveness, and compassion. And allow them to say that, you know, our planet is awakening, little bits of information so that they can go away and absorb at their own rate, understanding that they are masters too, that they are God too, and release all aspects of judgment whatsoever, because there isn't. You have the children that come here are masters. You know, the beings that all walk upon us are masters. They're 9th and 10th dimensional beings, just as they are 12th and 13th dimensional beings. So release any aspect of judgment and heal it for yourself. Because that judgment is somewhere within you about that separation. And then begin that forgiveness process and release it. And allow yourself, as we step into this unknown, you know, right now I'm stepping into 5D unknown, I'm creating this unknown, but honoring who I am. I create my light. I am who I am. I am who I am. I love who I am. I love my body. I honor my body. I honor my light. Bring out those 5D co-creation affirmations of who you are in this new now. You know that you've rewritten your past, so go into that co-creative moment. My past is rewritten. Boom. This is new. This is new. And you just feel the lightness of that energy that you've just transmuted into this whole new. And that's what that healing allows you to feel. You'll feel into that. I've let that go. I've carried that for so long. That guilt of being punished, or that guilt of being shamed, or whatever it might be. And this is why that daily practice is good, because we've carried so much for eons. And we're also clearing for others in our family as well. So the more that we meant to mention yesterday, the more that you allow yourself to bring, you're only responsible for your path and your light and so on. And the more that you allow yourself to forgive and love unconditionally, The more that your vibration allows itself to be cleared and maintained and sustained at higher vibrations of joy and sacredness and celebration, you're offering that vibration for the all that you co-create with. Even if there's those that are moving on, that vibration goes into the all and feeds to the all. So that it's again, there is no separation. Allowing yourself that every now moment you get to rewrite the past, which again propels you to set yourself up for what we call the future, but it's all now. Knowing that you can heal any timeline, you can heal any aspect of what has been created through that forgiveness and self-love now. And the compassion now. Your forgiveness and compassion now with any moment and any being allows you to heal this timeline that you're unable to see or feel. This timeline here, this timeline there, that vibration there, this vibration here. And in doing so, you're allowing them and all others connected in this highest opportunity to also make higher choices of oneness. Because anything that we call darkness or density is everything that we're co-creating and have co-created in the realm since the beginning of what we call time, all now, a spiral of now. So your forgiveness now, your self-love now, you're going in and loving your authenticity, feeling in for that vibration, sensing in that vibration of your authentic sourceness, and allowing all things to be love. I see you as love, doesn't matter. You know, I'm here, I'm love, I get it. I just gotta focus all that I am in love. Align with love, align with love, align with love. You're God, I'm God. You know, every person has a unique journey, and have it be so. Have it be honored. Their path is honored as yours is. And then that gives you, wow, I can really traverse anything because I know who I am as source. God is always with me. Source is always with me, the universe. So I can call in that healing and it will be done. Thy will be done. Know thyself. Know thyself as source is. My name is as source is. I am as source is. I have healed my past. I have rewritten. I have rewritten. I am rewritten. I am new code of light. I am a new code of light. I am that I am. And off you go. And know that that alters the all. Absolutely does. Your soul healing is soul healing of all. Your light is touching the all. Make no mistake about that. And honor it. Celebrate it. Be in joy. And so we honor you, dear lighted ones. And we hope that has helped. Allow yourself to know that you're being celebrated by all that is, your ancestors, in every moment that you honor who you are as a light being, that you honor who you are as the majesty of light that you are, to heal and to honor, to expand, to express, explore, and experience all that you are as light. You're also celebrating and honoring your ancestors that live through you, and desire to be a part of your journey. So call them forward. I call forward my higher self and my soul lives through me. I call forward my ancestors. What wisdoms and informations can I offer today to creation? And this is how this new now moment becomes more expansive again. But again, first, and why we say daily self-care is so important, reflection upon your dreams. So go onto our website. We have illustrations there about daily self-care, your checklist, and just put it on your fridge and just start off with that regular process, so that as you sit down for your sacred communion with who you are as source, that sacred essence of love, that sacred, the most important relationship that you have in all timelines and all realms is you as source, as love. And this sacred devotion, this sacred commitment, this sacred exploration, experience, and expression, you know that in that, your bodies and the fields that you work within will begin clearing the second you sit down and devote yourself to that. Just intend it. Devote to work through what I need to work through, to heal and love what I need to, because I'm that important. Because I know I affect the all, because I know my light is a majesty. I know that I'm stepping into the unknown and I can explore whatever with source. I know I will activate my gifts and my wisdoms and my skills, and I know that my light touches everybody and the all is made better of it. So give yourself that abundance of blessings that you know that you are. You may have forgotten due to the many egoic pains and patternings that we're all releasing and healing, because those around you will require your energetic holding space, your energetic gifts and wisdoms if they ask for it, and offering yourself as that pillar of light that loves them unconditionally. However I can be of help, I'm always here. And knowing that you also have that choice to say, these are my boundaries now. I'm not okay with how you talk to me or how you treat me. These are my boundaries now. But I'm always here for help, but I choose to direct my energy in this way now. So if you're not okay with that, then perhaps you need to heal that. So allow yourself to state forward the truth of who you are and honor your light. My teams have been showing me this, since I was a child. Honor your light. Stand up for yourself. Don't give any. I remember I was on this sacred journey, and we were so excited to talk to one of the shamans that was in the mountains. And I was so excited. I ended up giving so much power to this shaman, thinking that his voice and his word was far more important than mine. And my teams had piped into me just before I spoke with him. Yeah, I was in great honor and reverence, of course. But they had said, well, honor yourself and revere yourself, because your wisdoms are vast and far and wide. You are of the heavens. So allow yourself that wisdom and knowledge. And again, they said that as oneness. They didn't say that as, because in our egoic patterning in our society, it's always about one-upping, and competing and who's winning and who's losing. And I mean, that's our whole society that we're moving away from. But they said it in a way that will honor you, give that excitement for you. Where's your excitement to tap into your wisdom? Where's your excitement to celebrate who you are? Where's your excitement to know yourself and walk as thy heavenly being? So these are really important and profound honorings that we can create in this daily self-care when we're truly soaking within the essence of who we are, because that's alchemy. Your whole heart, your whole mind, your whole spirit body, and your whole soul, that's alchemy. When you connect with that soul essence and you say, I choose to release this, I rewrite my past now. You feel that heavens converge, you feel the Holy Mother Father, and you feel Source Creator, and all that is converging to transmute that pain, to transmute that belief, and you hand it over. I now hand over whatever is left as residual, whatever is connected to this belief, a secondary belief, a tertiary belief, whatever is left in this belief, I'm handing this over in full surrender and devotion to love. I choose to love myself, I release this now. And the Holy Mother, Father, and Source Creator will transmute. You wake up the next morning a completely different person. You've rewritten your past. You've changed and altered your past. And that's the alchemy. That's what Source had shown me. You are as I am. There's nothing you can't do. You go within you and you know this of thyself. Know thyself. It's not a belief. It's beyond belief. It's your knowing. And that's what Mother Mary and the Divine Holy Mother, your name is as Source is. You were given this name. It is Source. You are Source. Because we relate ourselves to who we are personality-wise, but we're all spirit. So as deeply and as, well, yeah, matter of factly, we know our name, so are we as Source. It's so much easier than said than done, right? Eons of healing that we're doing and for our entire collective, but we have reference for it because it's what connects us to our wholeness. That's that deep feeling in our gut that says, wow, I'm pretty profound. I'm ready to love now. You let all the pain go, I'm ready to love. And you open up into this vast vessel of love. You just want to love everybody and everything, And that's the remembrance that I had when I was little. I just loved everything. I'd be on the grass and I'd be peering at all the life walking around. I'd be like, wow, look at that. And you just be in awe. And that's how we're supposed to be about ourselves. That's what Spirit reminds me all the time. You are this. Fascinate yourself. Place yourself within the consciousness of an ant or a ladybug and see what happens. You'll just be amazed. It's just that Source. That's the infinite, eternal, unknown, majestic journey to the Source. Place yourself within a flower. Love yourself enough to buy yourself some flowers and really smell them and be with them and honor them and call them forward for the majesty that they're honoring you and their fragrance and their liveliness. And it's my birthday this week, so I went and got myself some flowers. And I'm excited to I'm reflecting on, okay, what has the 50 years taught me? Because I'm moving into my 51st year. And yes, thank you. I do look, quite youthful for my age. Thank you. But I'm saying, owning myself, in a whole new way, wanting to celebrate who I am in a whole new way, and being joyful of myself in a whole new way, and being honoring of myself in a whole new way, knowing that I have heavenly gifts, that I am a heavenly walker, and I can actually state that and own it now with reverence and honor, not in, those that know me and know of our teachings. It's never been about hubris in anything that we've ever taught. It's been quite the opposite, and just bowing down in humility every time I'm in connection with the heavens and the understanding that they're within me. It's taken me so very long to fully, and it's again, it's an ongoing thing, to fully grasp in the level that we can and honor that each of us are within the heavens and the heavens are within us. For me, it's mind-boggling, because I can sense it and feel it on so many levels. And I often have to My teams are always there in the wings, if you will, and within me. This is how my teams are, constantly surrounding me and hovering me, because oftentimes the emotion is so great that I don't know how to move through it. Because once you clear and you're moving through that, you become that unconditionally loving heavenly being, and it's beyond anything we've ever known or experienced. So we have to allow ourselves those emotional rebirths. They're a complete rebirth into the exaltation of love that we've missed. We've missed it. I've missed that exaltation of me. I've missed that love of me because I felt so in alignment of being shut off spiritually, emotionally, energetically, because that was the paradigm that we all came within. We all shut ourselves off as cosmic seed at a very early age. And our intuitiveness, our creativity, our blessedness with all that is spirit became nothing but a distant memory that we now have to reawaken and remember and heal and bring back in through that. And so I look forward to this. I was reflecting upon this coming year. Well, my intention is to fall more deeply in love with who I am and honoring of who I am, and more deeply allowing all that I've been through to be of offering and honoring to all those who so desire. I will continually serve and I will continually offer anything that I have moved through and I've gone through, so that I can assist humanity in their traversing into oneness, and their traversing into the essence of who they are as source. And knowing that it's okay that transitions and change happen. This is what our article is about this morning, is to find the excitement and the joy into change. The unknown, in every moment. It's just, I gave an example. When I brought my son home, my very first child, I remember looking in the back seat, and he was in the baby seat. And I remember looking and just being completely freaked out. And I had read so many books, and I thought I was prepared. And as every parent goes through this, every parent has experienced this, and they're in the back seat and you're looking at this beautiful, precious little child, and you're just going, well, what the heck? What do I do? I don't know, and that's when that harmonization and that similitude of love just takes over, because love will just show you the way. Love will show you the innate timing of when they need to be fed. Love will show you the innate timing of when they need to be held. And we do it today, but to be that authentic essence of your vibrational love of source, to love all beings regardless of how they're acting and behaving, and honor them that unconditional love and acceptance within the human collective all, it requires that we get rid of those judgments and those beliefs that love, that our gateway to love was closed, because it is always love. Love will show you the way. It'll show you when to feed others with love and how to feed them with love in your teams, like we said in our article. Tune in to what they need and when they need it, because it's not for us to make anybody's path, to solve anybody's problems. It's for us to be the vibration and have them seek within, because that's how they gain their own mastery. That's how they heal themselves, so that they can heal others, and offering those wisdoms as well. The only way through complete self-love and complete self-forgiveness is to walk that path yourself. They have to forgive themselves. They have to forgive others and feel what that feels like, because that's that alchemic shift that has become spirit. That becomes light, and the cells and the chakras, begin to oscillate. Nobody can do it for you. We can offer our forgiveness to open up that gateway of love for them to seek it within themselves, and for them to honor it and go through their own process. But just know, many of us that have been through so many dysfunctional relationships from childhood and many lifetimes, the greatness of the path is to step back and know when to step back and pull your energy away, and know what feels right for you. And your teams will tell you. Your teams will show you it's time to walk away. You've done everything that you can do. You've offered everything that you can offer. You want to explore more. Your soul wants to explore more. Their soul wants to explore more, because we don't understand. Sometimes it's their soul that's aching for us to let go, because their soul is just aching to go on something different. And we don't see it that way, because that's the ego again. Because we feel as light workers, we have to fix it all. We have to be the ones to guide and lead everybody and do all of these things. Yes and no, but there will always be, everyone will experience this. Every light worker will. To tune in and know when just to step back and allow things to unfold for their soul's growth. We can't do it for them, and our soul doesn't want to overstep those boundaries of free will. And so it's always important for us to tune in. How am I able to offer? And do I offer? And your soul will say, allow them to work it out. And if, wait a week, if they come back, then your heart will open for the guidance and the intuitions and the love. And sometimes they might just say, send light and move on. So tune into those times of transition. We're all walking through them, of when to abundantly give and nourish, and when to hold back, when to set your boundaries, and when to say, I'm moving in this way now. I'm turning my focus to what feels good for me, and everybody will move through those transitions because it opens your heart to greater exploration and greater play. And obviously honoring your own intuition above all others. And that was the shamanic story that they were offering me, is honor yourself and your wisdoms and your word more over and all others, because your wisdoms are what you have coded with to come here and guide you. Others can activate you, and others can offer those remembrances and those soul healings and those soul potentiations. As we do, we offer all that we offer, and whatever resonates, take it, and whatever doesn't, work with it and change it and alter it, because we're all one here. Our role and our goal is just to love, to open and love and be one. And just know that, honor your wisdoms within, because God's with you, just as God's with me. And we're just opening this portal to say, God's with you. Remember, I'm love, you're love. Let's just love. I've got some wounds to heal. Can you help me? This has worked for me. Try it, give it a try, and, work with your dance, work with your song, and, bang on the drums, and just release it to the heavens to be transmuted. Honor all that you are as light, and you'll feel into that. Wow, that's my shamanism waking up. Wow, that's my angelic star codes waking up. I can do this. I can do this. And I want to help others. I want to help others. So that's the majestic flow. And every moment you step into something new, and have it be exciting, be joyful, celebrate the unknown. Because you'll always experience more love. You'll always experience more of you. You'll always experience more of who you are as source. And it's not always easy, but we have to give ourselves permission. I give myself permission for all things to be exciting, because I can choose that. It might be challenging, but I have the tools within me to forgive and to love and to return to center and to let go. I have the skills within me to clear my chakras, to bathe my fields in light, to set my vibrational sacred space. I have the tools now. I trust and know that I am a source. I am as my name is. And so with that, dear lighted ones, we wanted to offer, before we go, a beautiful butterfly card. Butterfly deck by Doreen Virtue. Doreen Virtue, a beautiful sacred light worker. She's been with us for so many years. We've created so many decks of light and oracle decks. And the butterfly deck is so beautiful. It's my birthday. I keep saying that it's my birthday. I'm celebrating myself, as you can see. And so that's the rebirth, the transformational rebirth. And as I said earlier, and I always get off track because I get so many other ideas and concepts coming in vibrational that I want to get in our short time together. Let's see, a butterfly. As I just talked about, butterflies are magical. It's my first one this year. As you can see, the snow is still out, and that's why miracles like God come forward. There's no flowers out at all, but there's a butterfly. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my birthday. My 51st year to love myself and exalt myself and truly open to unconditional love and to express unconditional love, because I've had so many blocks and I've been so guarded for most of my life. And this year will be my promise to myself to truly allow myself to receive and myself to give unconditionally. That is my promise, and to celebrate in that journey. So I'm looking forward to new soul tribe meetings. I'm looking forward to exploring my soul tribe with my soul tribe as well. I'm looking forward to co-creating and exploring new love in new ways, allowing myself to receive the blessings of the heavens in all the ways that the heavens can bless it to me and with me and for me, through me. And I hope to be the best and most divine teacher and healer and guide and singer and toner, whatever source has in mind for me. I surrender to it all. And I'm so very blessed for all the blessings and the gifts that the heavens through me. Oh my gosh. Oh, you'll never believe that card. So I'm going to pull 3. Ooh, yeah. And the bottom one, oh, we said that in our show today, seeking and finding, seeking that part of yourself and knowing that it will always be an adventure. You will always be traversing pathways that seem to kind of knock you off your socks and off your balance for a while, and know that you can always realign to love, compassion, and forgiveness. The first card that came out, believe it or not, gracefully aging. I tend to not pay attention to age anymore because I've been working with myself and my body to reduce the effects of aging that our society has known. So I talk to myself, I talk to my innate, talk to my body throughout my day. And so gracefully aging is, for me, gracefully accepting, because aging is it's kind of it can be, as we said again, rewriting the past. I can choose to rewrite what aging means to me, and I choose that. And so gracefully aging is just allowing myself to gracefully accept who I am in all moments, and gracefully accept my power to rewrite my cells, my power to rewrite my body and my organs and my health, because I know that I come to a new body every morning. And before I go to sleep at night, I choose to recreate my body every night. And I choose to recreate my space every day. And I choose to rewrite my past every day. And I choose to rewrite all that I am in exaltation and celebration. Most gracefully accepting all that you are in all moments. And the next one was dietary change. What in your everyday life and your transmutation of feeling and sensing into the new you, the unknown. And that unknown, again, it will allow you, as we said in our article this morning, that stepping into the unknown and the majesties of the unknown might allow you to also experience your inner strength, because there will be others that would say, well, what do you mean you don't want to eat meat? You've always eaten meat. You're different than us now, and that's not okay. They will go through their own judgments, and they will go through their own transitions through this change. But if you never change and hold back, then nothing ever changes, and that's why our energies as a collective become so stagnant. So allow that, even though that you may change and whatever it may cause for these dietary changes, because your bodies, your cells have become more light, it will require different energies. As we said in our article last week, that everybody's healing will require unique healing attributes, unique herbs, unique medicines, unique energies to heal, unique dietary changes. And so honor what your body is asking of you. Just go to the fridge and say, what does my soul require from my body at this point? And your soul will begin to guide you, whether it's through colors, through sensings, through, like I'll be walking through the house and they'll just give me a vision of a tomato. So they'll give you your guidance as to what nutrients your bodies will need, and listen to your body. And as often as you can, get outside to be with Gaia, because that rewrites and realigns, recalibrates the elemental energies that are within us. So just know that, and be okay with having to walk that path of the unknown and be that maverick that creates change when others are not yet quite ready to see that change. And have it be okay that have their comments be, and their energies and their experiences be what their path requires at the time, but that you're opening that gateway of potential of what change can do, and have it be okay and just send light and unconditional love. Because remember, you want that flow of energy to be unconditional, not to be combative and say, well, you don't know what I'm talking about. That's just that energy flowing back and forth that never changes, because all you're doing is feeding into that infusion of negativity and stagnancy. So that's when to know, step away, center in your light, and say, well, that's great. That's great that you can continue in that way. That's okay. But this is what my body chooses and needs right now. That's my body's clearing. So just be okay with the unfolding, because there will be many people that will unfold and awaken in different ways. So again, that's the unknown. So if you can expect that the unknown, you have all of your tools, but allow yourself to stand within your light and to honor your light, and to know that you walking within your lights, honoring your soul's voice, honoring your higher self, honoring what your body needs, accepting yourself gracefully in all moments, then it makes your path that flowing love unconditionally to assist all others in unconditional acceptance, radical acceptance. And the final one is decisions. Again, you have choice. Every moment you're creating a new now reality through your choices. So what is your choice allowing you to experience? Every new moment is a new petal of reality. Brand new moment, new reality. New reality, new body, new mind, new past, new potential future, new now. So new. That's why our decisions and our choices are so profound. And what they were showing me is that we can try as often as, sometimes because I'm a Taurus, I just want to, I see things as if I'm supposed to fix everything. I'm supposed to, kind of stay with something until I think it's fixed. But oftentimes that causes more vibrational hurdles, because I didn't know at the highest level of what the souls need at the time, especially for children that want to explore things. So me fixing and holding on to things and thinking I had to clear the way on everything for them They're not allowing their master skills to be strengthened and practiced if I'm doing it all for them. They have these beautiful gifts and wisdoms, and it's our role as parents and guides and teachers to say, you guys are masters, you guys have gifts, and you come with gifts that we don't even have genetically coded within us. You know, I will support you in every way, and I will help you live your dreams, and I will help you be a part of this beautiful, ever-changing, spirited human, perspective. You have so many gifts. Allow them to be the infinite. Allow them to know the infinite. Allow them to know that whatever challenges they have or come across, they can drop into their heart and say, what skills do I have right now to transcend this? If there's a challenge, we have what it takes to transcend it. It is the infinity spectrum of evolution. It's just a matter of, do we believe it? Do we know ourselves to be infinite? Do we know that there is an adventure of the infinite within the unknown? We hold ourselves within it all. What do we want to explore? So just know that of yourself. Know that and be that of yourself. And you create for yourself new beginnings. You create for yourself abundance in all things, in all ways. I'm abundant with love. I'm abundant with soul tribe. I'm abundant with that higher knowing of self. I'm abundant in my beautiful, healthy, youthful body and my cells that are creating greater light, with my wisdoms and my intelligence that are coming from the heavens and all planets, so that I can create the highest capacity of love and compassion that I'm able to experience for the all through myself. So allow yourself to know you are infinite beings of holy light. You're infinite beings of source. Give yourself permission to receive. Give yourself permission to receive the codes of love and light of you sent from the heavens, so that you can heal who you are. Allow yourself to explore. Allow yourself to expand in all ways, because you are the experience of source and body. Deep love and compassion. Namaste. Happy birthday, everyone. New moment now.